All right, let's fucking do it. Your butt down, gay wad. What's up, everybody? Woo! Welcome to the greatest goddamn one-man show in the history of all of every fucking mankind everywhere. This is the Dusty Smith Show, and I'm fucking hyped up tonight. I don't know why, but I have an idea. Apparently now I'm addicted to energy drinks. Fuck, been drinking 3 of these today, folks, and I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew and ready to jump on you like a spider monkey. Yeah, are you ready? You better get ready, folks. I know what it is. Like, I've been on this diet for like 3 months now and have nothing but like liquid shakes every fucking diet. And I decided when I was at the dollar store just to try one of these. Doesn't have any carbs in it. It has 1 carb, but that's fine. And I guess anything with any kind of different flavor whatsoever, I was like, fuck yes. Where you been all my life? So now I've been drinking these. I'm gonna have a heart attack. I gotta slow down. But anyway, how the fuck's everybody doing? I love you. Welcome, everybody. I got a pretty good pre-show for you guys. Man, I wish I could do this whole show for you on YouTube. I got so much to cover. We're gonna cover the latest Ain't That a Shame, or Taint That a Shame, the new Andrew Tate news. Baked Alaska going to jail, but slap on the wrist, of course. Got a big Chud watch, some Beyond parody, all of that shit. But hey, I'm actually going to do 2 segments for you tonight, 2 short segments for you, and hopefully I won't get banned. For those of you who are just joining me for the first time since I got banned, right-wingers are false flagging my channel, and I've had to basically privatize all my videos, and I can't do the show on YouTube the real way, the regular way I'd like to do it, where I can just say what the fuck I want to and share whatever I want to, until January 24th, which is less than 2 weeks away, folks, so please bear with me. It sucks. I'm losing the vast majority of my audience because of this, but YouTube doesn't care. There's nobody that will help me there, so I've been forced to move my show to Patreon briefly, but hey, done some amazing shows on Patreon. So like 6 Patreon-only shows in the last 6 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it is. You'll figure it out. So go to my Patreon, go ahead and sign up, folks. For as little as $1 a month, you can see every Patreon-only show I've done and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, hopefully you'll donate more because I need it. I'm all bundled up because my heater just went out, and the heater also, and my buddy Jeff's room in there went out, so we're cold as fuck. You know, the only room where the heater's working is the dog room. And I was like, I'm not going to go steal their heater because I love them. A lot easier for me to bundle up than them. So I'll just be cold as fuck so they don't have to be. So anyway, go to Patreon. Like $5 is like the medium, but for as low as $1, I'm keeping it cheap. I'm like Bernie Sanders, y'all. I'm not in this for the money. I should be, but you can see it all. Gonna have a great show tonight. But before that, we're gonna have a good show on YouTube right now. Gonna do a quick 20 to 30 minute pre-show to the greatest show in the world. Let's see what you guys have to say. Dirty Sexy Force. Oh yeah, also get your super chats in. It was real light last week. Only got $7 last week. Psh, I understand. But if you want to get your super chats in, gonna read every single one of them before we leave YouTube tonight. So you can immortalize yourself forever and ever and ever and help out the show. Help me fight back against the right-wing shitheads trying to shut me down. They try to silence me. And they're doing a great job of it, to be honest with you. Sort of depressing, but what you gonna do? I'm doing the best I can. Gonna fight on, so super chat me. Let's go ahead and start off, folks, with some religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious motherfucking bully bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. Woo woo! It's time for religious bullshit. Fuck it is, folks. folks, and I tweeted about this. Let you guys know what I'm thinking about doing. So you guys may or may not know that I grew up in a cult. Yeah, here in Mississippi, grew up in a fucking cult. Now, like most people did. Like most people in the world are involved in some kind of cult or another. And I was no exception to it. If you were born in Iran, you're probably in a Muslim cult. You know, if you were born in India, probably a Hindu cult. And if you're born in Mississippi, I was born in a Christian cult. It was wild as shit. It was like, you ever seen like Snake Handlers? Wasn't quite that crazy, but in a lot of ways it was quite that crazy. Just like it dialed back a little bit. But anyway, like growing up, they wouldn't let me watch like Max Headroom. Remember Max Headroom? That was awesome because he was the Antichrist or something. I don't know. Don't think about it. I couldn't watch The Incredible Hulk. Remember Lou Ferrigno with his beefcake ass kicking people in the nuts with his green skin? Can't watch The Incredible Hulk because he a demon. It was all shitty. It was really shitty, to be honest with you. And I grew up in this cult with my cousins. And they lived usually right around me when I was growing up. They're mostly around the same age as me. My cousin Jamie is within 6 months of me. My cousin Nathan's a couple years younger, but basically we're around the same age. And their father was pretty much the leader of a cult for a while and taught them stuff like, taught me also this stuff. There are beings on this earth called man faces. And the man faces don't have souls. They look like you and me, but they're here specifically to pull you away from the love of Christ. You can't trust anybody. You never know who might be a man face, and whoever makes you question, whoever tries to pull you away from the cult, man face, which is like, I guess, an excellent way to keep people in line and to not question, because everybody who tries to make you think logically about what you've been taught and brainwashed to believe is a man face. So anyway, I have not seen them in 30 years. Literally 30 years. Shocker, I know. And I haven't really kept up to date with them too much or anything. And obviously, I am now one of the most hardcore atheist speakers on the planet. I don't do as much atheist speaking as I used to, but you know, I traveled a bit. I did a show in San Diego for atheism. I went to atheist conventions and gave speeches and shit. I have like 50 million views, something like that, for my atheist videos. So, you know, world-renowned atheist speaker Dusty Smith. And the crazy part is, they're all still part of the same exact cult. Now, their mama is no longer married to their daddy, but they still believe in all that dumbass Jesus bullshit. All the man faces gonna get you. And so one of them contacted me the other day, and apparently they're living in a compound in the Ozark Mountains. They have like a family compound out there, a bunch of cabins and trailers, I guess, in a big circle. And to me, it sounds sort of like a religious cult. Maybe not, I don't know. But they've invited me to come out there and film the whole thing and have conversations and explain why they're still part of the cult and try to convince me to come back to the cult. And I'm like, holy shit, yes please, that sounds interesting. So I might do it. I might shoot a documentary about it. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know why I pulled up this picture, but it's the Ozark Mountains and it seems related. So we'll see what happens. Like, I have a couple reservations about doing it. First off, I love my cousins. Like, I don't want them harmed by this. And I'm afraid if we do it, they're going to be made fun of, you know, pretty badly, because, you know, they're going to be facing me in debate about religion, which has never gone well for anybody ever, not to toot my own horn, but toot. And also, like, they're like 40 to 50, all of them, and they're still kind of, you know, depending off their mom and living on the same compound. They don't really have their own thing. And, you know, I'm just afraid that it's going to look bad for them. And also, like, talking to them, I'm afraid there might be like some drug damage, maybe some alcoholism damage involved in them that might not make them look that great. And so I'm having mixed feelings about it. A lot of people are like, hey, don't go there, Dusty. We've seen movies about that. You seen The Invitation? They're going to get you up there. They're going to murder you. And I'm like, not particularly worried about being murdered by them. I don't think they will murder me. Hopefully, but like, wouldn't that be an awesome end of the documentary? Be like the Blair Witch, but for fucking real. I'd be famous, y'all, but then again, I'd be dead. So, I don't know. I'll think about it, but we'll see what happens. I've been looking at cameras, and they're expensive. I don't know. So I'll let you guys know if I ever decide to do it or as I make plans. I'm still trying to get them to sign release forms because I'll have to get that done and everything. So now you're in the loop. What you guys got to think about that? The hills have eyes sequel joke might surface. I understand the mixed feelings. Yep. And they're not like what you would think of. Since we didn't grow up in Mississippi, they're not typical rednecks or anything. And they're not like hillbillies or anything, even though they live in Ozark Mountains. Like growing up, they were like into skateboarding and like, God save the queen, a fascist regime. You know, punk rock. It was all the punk rock and shit. So like, not what you would think of when you're thinking typical cult redneck members, but they are like still in the 50s, like, or almost 50. I'm 48. I guess they're between 40 and 50. And they still haven't managed to break out of the brainwashing that was put upon them as children. It just seems so almost unbelievable. And I was talking to my cousin Nate. He's been calling me a lot lately. He called me like 3 or 4 times the last couple of days. And I haven't talked to the guy in 30 years. And he had no idea that I was some kind of atheist speaker. I had no idea about my channel. And I was like, you haven't watched my show? And he said, Dusty, if your show doesn't glorify Jesus Christ, I have not watched it. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, it definitely hasn't glorified Jesus Christ. There's a lot of Jesus in my show, but the glory of Christ, not a part of it. So I can understand that. Yeah, I got too many vitamins and stuff. Like, I believed that shit for a long time until I was like in my 30s and stuff. But until I got real on the internet and started researching it and allowed myself to think about it. But the fear to even question is so great because, like, from the time you're born, they tell you, if you question this, you're going to be tortured forever. Forever and ever. It's never going to end, your torture. And of course, you're a kid. You're thinking, well, I don't want to be tortured for like even a second. Even 5 seconds. I definitely don't want to be tortured forever. So maybe I should not question any of this stuff that I've been taught. It's literally just terrorism. It's child abuse and mental terrorism that we all went through. So I feel bad for them. And I don't want them to come out looking bad. But also, it does seem like it'd be a fascinating documentary with a lot of authenticism. So we'll see. Buy a camera from Amazon. They return it when you're back. I don't know how good of an idea that is. I was told the same thing does to Yes We Are. Bow or burn. So much for free will, I guess. Scare you into it. Dusty's code again. I'm fucking freezing, y'all. Can't see my breath this time, though. A little warmer today, but it's like 30, and my heater just broke. So, fuck my life. I hear a banjo picking. Like I said, not typical redneck stuff. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And Right Law folks got a couple other religious bullshit stuff to share with you that I do not think will get me banned because it's horrible, but it's not that offensive or bannable. First off, prepare your mind, prepare your brain, prepare your bodies for the coolest thing you will ever see in your life. Now, we all know Christianity is cool. That's just a given. But what's cooler than Christianity? A bunch of old white guys in suits playing heavy metal guitar in a song called Hot Bible. And yes, I'm sorry.
Hot Bible, my mouth waters for the things of God. One taste, then to another. Now I'm standing before you, I do those hooked on God's word. All right. My heart's burning, hot fire for God.
Yeah. What a drum solo.
My mouth waters for the things of God.
My mouth waters for the things of God. Hot Bible. God damn it, so cool. Someday I'm going to pray to Jesus that I can be half as cool as these guys. I would be frozen to death. And one more. Oh, no, the religious bullshit's not. I actually had another one, but I cut it out because, like, even the most mild things have to cut out from YouTube now until I get my channel back. Fucking bullshit. But, this kid I kind of like. I feel bad for him. He reminds me of myself. Like, I was a chubby little doughy kid. I almost look exactly like this. In fact, I'm pretty sure this might be my kid. His mama need to call me now. So anyway, I kind of like this kid. He got can-do attitude. He got spunk. But he also proven that maybe God doesn't give you supernatural power. So he cute. He playing like he's one of these, these strong men, quote unquote. They're usually big fat guys who go around to churches and they like rip phone books in half and pull chains out. And they like, see, I got all this power and might because of Jesus Christ. But they don't. It's kind of just pathetic stunts and shit. Anyway, he gonna try it. And it's cute as fuck. Poor kid. Let's look.
The world may have power, but God has given me a power even stronger than the world.
Oh, shit, folks. God himself has given this kid more power than the world. Let's bask in what we're about to witness. Oh, close. Again. All right, you almost got it, kid. Yeah, you got that God power, though. Come on. Yes! Oh, okay, well, could you maybe pray harder? Okay, yeah, smaller stick, definitely. Definitely God gave you all the power over the world, but not that much. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that hurts your hand. God didn't give you the power not to feel pain. So, yeah, gotta wrap it up again. Yeah. You got it, though. God, he with you. He with you, little man. He got you back. Power of God! Okay, well, I mean... Okay, yeah, just lean on it. Put your gut into it. Put your gut in. Really? You can't even break with all your weight? Come on, God. You had one job, God. Come on. Fuck. Okay, there you go. Woo, you did it. Hells yeah. Now, just break the stick. You got it. Break the stick. Okay. Oh, my God. It broke the fucking cinder block before the stick broke. Yeah, just throw it away. Okay. All right. Now, clearly you've chosen the wrong God, kid. Clearly. God is not on your side. Whatever. Once again, God disappoints. All right. Well, anyway, good on you, kid. At least you stuck with it. I appreciate the effort. And all right, that is my religious bullshit for tonight. Short and sweet. What we got to say, Dirty Sexy Boys? Get in your super chats. Gonna read them all in a second. God is a joker. Yeah. And much like jokers on cards, he doesn't actually exist. Fictional. He didn't pray hard enough. I know, right? Stupid kid. Poor kid is mental, but brainwashed like I was. I used to believe that shit. I used to pray every night that God would send me a suit like the guy from Greatest American Hero, and I promised if he sent me that suit that gave me magical powers, that I would give him all the credit. I'd be flying around saving motherfuckers, and I'd say me like, Jesus saved you, not me. And you know what? I never got a fucking magical suit to fly around in. But then again, like I also used to pray every night that a hole, like I'd be laying on my stomach, that a hole would open up my bed. And I can't tell you that story because I'll get banned from YouTube. But anyway, also that never happened. I'm so disappointed in you, God. Anyway, should get a space heater, Dusty. Yeah, that's all great advice for me now that it just broke today. Then I haven't had a chance to get anything. Yeah, well, what do you want me to do, right? I have a bunch of space heaters. They're called cats, and they'll be laying all over the top of me after the show's over to get warm, so we'll all heat each other up. You're killing me, Smalls. I know. I do like Yoda much better than Jesus, even though both of them are fictional. Grab a space heater, or I can send you one. You look uncomfortable, LOL. Like, just donate, and I will buy me another natural gas heater. There's no problem with gas things, are there? Well, there are, it turns out. And that brings me to my next section of the show. I got one more, folks. I forgot I had one more of the religious bullshit. I almost skipped it. So, apparently, we should believe conspiracy theorists, folks, because, hey, Noah was a conspiracy theorist. Then it rained. Checkmate, lefties. All of you who don't believe right-wing people and their stupid fucking conspiracy theories. What about Noah? You know, the fictional character of Noah that didn't exist. He also was a conspiracy theorist, and then it rained in the fake story they made up. So, proof we should be listening to right-wingers and their conspiracies. It just makes sense, y'all. Get with the program. And then, gotta do a little section I like to call Stovegate. And I'm sure you guys hear about this one. I guess I can do this without getting banned. Don't ban me, YouTube. So, they did a scientific study. And if there's one thing right-wingers hate, it's science. And they found out that our gas stoves are causing lots of little kids to get asthma, Seems bad. We're in one of those moments. The House of Representatives finally organized. That's not the story I wanted. Here's the story I wanted from the New York Times. Your gas stove may be killing you. What? I was able to read the story before. Anyway, long story short, they did a study and they found that like 20% of asthma cases in kids is because stoves, like the gas stoves, they bad and shit. They've never really done any studies on it before, and now they have, and we know that there's harmful side effects. So some members of the government is like, hey, well, we regulate things that are harmful to consumers, and so if they can't make these things safe for consumers and ensure children aren't getting asthma and killed and stuff, then we might ban the ones that can't make their products safe, like we do every fucking product ever, like they're supposed to. Which, obviously, without saying, triggered the righties, making them freak out. Because they don't have a political platform anymore. Their entire ideology now is, we are just against whatever the left is. There was a time where right-wingers actually had policies and positions that they would try to get elected on, like banning abortion, making 12-year-olds carry their rape babies, tax cuts for trillionaires, turning us into a theocracy. This stuff wasn't nearly as unpopular like 20, 30 years ago as it is now. But now you can't get elected to that stuff. Nobody wants that. So they literally have nothing except for trolling the left. They're the party of Cartman now. I do what I want. I do what I want. I don't do what you tell me to do. That's all they fucking have. So obviously, when the left is like, hey, if these certain gas stoves can't make themselves safe and they're hurting children, we might have to regulate them. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't try to help our children. Oh, no, you don't try to do any good in the world. First off, Kevin Sorbo got to spread a conspiracy about it. Fuck off, Jerkules. He like, gas stoves are bad because they can't be turned off remotely. Yeah, isn't that why they want to regulate them? Not because these scientific studies that show they're harmful and hurt kids and whatnot, but because we want to turn off their stoves remotely so that they can't cook. You can still cook. You can start a fire. And also, I'm pretty sure you can turn off gas remotely, can't you? I mean, I pay like a company for my gas. I'm pretty sure it got to come from somewhere. They can cut off that spigot if they want to. Might want to look into that. Jerkules. Disappointed, as always. What a dick. And let's see how many likes he got for that. It's so depressing how many likes they get for this stupid fucking bullshit. They have to make up stuff to play the victims. 80,000 likes, of course. Hero! And, of course, John Rich from Big and Rich. He's also getting in on the new grift where you just go on Twitter and try to act like the biggest piece of shit you can possibly be. And, of course, he got 75,000 likes because this is what conservatives reward. Says, what are y'all doing tonight? I'm going to drive my gas truck to the store, buy a real steak, cook it on my gas stove, then lay my head down on a my pillow and make a few posts on Truth Social, smiley face. He tweeted on Twitter for some reason. Why did you put this on Truth Social? Is it because nobody uses Truth Social? Or is it because like your entire purpose is trying to troll the left and try to upset people, and because there's none of them on the left, there's no pleasure in it? The only thing you get pleasure in life is being a dickhead, and if you can't fucking own the libs, then your life is meaningless. Well, unfortunately for you, your life is meaningless because no one gives a shit. Drive your stupid fucking truck to the stupid fucking store, buy yourself the greasiest red steak you can goddamn buy, sleep on your shitty my pillow. Nobody gives a fuck, John Rich. Do it. Oh, man, I want to say some things, and I can't say them. Shit, it sucks. I want to say something about your kids and the ramifications of your actions on them. But I will say, it's amazing that every point you gave is basically, look how big of a piece of shit I am. Look how much I'm destroying the earth for the future generations. Look how much I'm hurting not only my children, but their children's children. Aren't I awesome? For not giving a shit about the future? I'm going to drive my gas-guzzling truck, which heats up the planet, and buy a steak, which causes lots of animal suffering and also helps heat up the planet, and cook it on my gas stove, which will actually harm my children and their children, and lay my head down on my pillow, and pay the guy who's trying to overthrow democracy and install a dictator. I hate everything that makes this country great. Aren't I awesome? And they're like, yay, yay, John Rich. What a piece of shit you are. Look at all the people you're owning. It's just, like, you guys are so sad. It's so pathetic. But as much as I want to be depressed by this, I'm not, because all of this is actually a good thing. Because these ideas are not winnable political strategy. When your only position is to be trolls, is to try to hurt the other side. Like, I used to think that was actually something that could work, because it's amazing how many people it does work on. But you guys are losing. You lost the last election. You did poorly in the last couple of races for the Senate and the House. You guys aren't winning. This is a losing strategy, so thank you for your service. Please keep this up. Killing your own party, and it's a thing of glory. And of course, there are much more of these. Here's the same asshole, John Rich. Here's a cat turd. You know, hero to the right, cat turd, owned us. I know if you're like me, you feel completely owned by this. Cat turd says, "Dear liberals," yes, cat turd, "I turned on all my gas stove eyes today and let them burn for no reason." Okay, you gave the gas company money for no reason. I'm definitely owned by you working at your job and wasting your money for no reason. Yeah, sure got me, cat turd. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it but cry. Oh my God, I'm going to cry all night, cat turd. Please, cat turd, please, would you turn your stove off? Oh my God, it's like, but I even responded to this one. And thanked you for doing this. Like, I thank you, cat turd, for your service. You're literally making money off idiots while you help kill your own party, because this is not a political winning strategy. Doing nothing but trolling would not allow you to win. So all of you, please keep this up. And even Ron DeSantis jumping on the bandwagon, because of course he did. This is all they have, folks. Why did they delete this? All right, well, Ron DeSantis jumped on it too, and Reddit deleted it. I don't know why. But anyway, here's another one from Ron DeSantis, where he put it on his Twitter. "Don't tread on Florida and don't mess with gas stoves. Yeah, I dare you try to protect our children from very harmful illnesses." Real serious stuff, but the Republican Party is not a serious party. They're just a joke party. They have nothing. This is all they have. The fact that they still get so many votes just shows you, it's like George Carlin said, no matter how dumb you think people are, like 49.9% of them are below average intelligence. So, ridiculous, but also beautiful. And I was so faint. Does anybody really give a shit? No one really cares too much about this. We're just trying to make products safer for consumers. But yep, this picture is the entire Republican political ideology in one photo. It's just the picture of this woman. That's all it is. That's all they got. The RNC shouldn't even bother to try to come out and speak. They should just post this picture on a giant screen during CPAC. The trigger lib. Because this is literally the only answer they have for left-wing policies. The left's actually, poorly, but they're actually trying to advance things, you know, trying to make healthcare more accessible. Biden actually passed infrastructure. He's about to pass higher tax penalties for the ultra-rich, 15% on corporations. So stuff like that we actually need, that will progress our society, that'll move us forward. But this is all they have, this picture. This is your entire platform, so might as well stick with it. Seems to be doing it really well for you there, Republicans. And yep, how do we ever ban smoking? Like, literally, if these exact same people, if Kevin Sorbo and Big and Rich and Trump would have been around just 20 years ago when we started putting labels on cigarettes and stuff, this is exactly what they'd be like. In fact, I don't understand why Kevin Sorbo doesn't smoke 6 packs a day. The left is telling you it's bad, Kevin. We did all the scientific research. It's bad for your children, secondhand smoke. Why aren't you just puffing away and blowing it right into the face of your children, Kevin. Imagine how owned we would be if you did that, Kevin. What's the difference? What is the fucking difference? There's no difference. And I also agree with, what's this guy's name? Jordan, who says, in retrospect, it's honestly shocking we were able to ban leaded gasoline in this country. Remember, when I was a kid, we had two different kinds of gasoline, regular and unleaded. And regular had lead in it. And then we did scientific studies that discovered, hey, lead is responsible for a ton of violent behavior and birth defects and a lowering of intelligence across the board in children. And eventually, they banned it. If they try to do it these days, Kevin Sorbo will be drinking unleaded gasoline. He'd be putting it in his baby bottles. And we'd all be so owned by it. No difference, except for how far and fast the Republican Party has fallen. They don't have anything else. This is all they have, and I'm here for it and love it. Thank y'all. And that is my Stovegate coverage. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Folks, I'm about to move over and do an entire big-ass show on Patreon. I am so sorry I have to do it on Patreon. I don't want to do it on Patreon. I want to do it right here. I want to hang out with you guys. They won't let me do it. What the fuck I'm going to do? I got to do what I got to do, right? So hop over on Patreon. Please become a patron. As low as $1. But hopefully you'll donate 4 or 5, like whatever you can afford. If you can afford more than that, please donate, because I need a heater and I can use it. And I am providing all this information, all this entertainment. Look, all these shows we've done that you can get right now on my Patreon. Please come hang out with me if you're able to. I would very much appreciate it. And all right, folks, switch over now to Patreon, and the rest of you I will see on Monday. I thought it was Monday earlier, but apparently it's Friday today. So Monday, I'll be back for another pre-show. And also, the 24th of January, my channel's coming back. This show, in its glory, all 2 hours of it, 2+ hours, is going to return. I'm going to start doing the show again the 24th of January this month. So please don't give up on me. I miss you, I love you, and I'm sorry. I will see you guys soon. Have a good weekend out there. And as always, till next time, Logic, fuck yeah, switch over, everybody. Let's play Little Brother. Good night, y'all. Oh, shit, I didn't read the super chats. Fuck me, don't switch over yet. I didn't read the fucking super chats. All right, sorry. For the fur babies, Ricky Bobby. Hey, what's up, Ricky Bobby? Don't know, two of my hands. Will Biden legalize cannabis? Maybe federally. I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen. The right wing loves their moral panics. That's all they got. You're exactly right. I was explaining this to my buddy Jeffrey in there, because he's not really political, doesn't watch a lot of politics or anything, but he still is in Mississippi, or he was in Tennessee, same bullshit, and here's all the same stupid bullshit the right-wingers and Christians say, because that's who he hangs around with. And he was like, but what about Vanderbilt Hospital transing children and cutting their boobs off and castrating them? And I had to explain to him moral panics. I was like, remember when we were kids and they told us that Dungeons and Dragons was evil? Remember that shit? Remember heavy metal music had backwards masking in it? Remember Satanic Panic? Remember all that? It's exactly the same thing. They don't have anything else, so they have to scare old people with bullshit they made up in order to get elected. He did understand that, though, so that's good. Trying to politically educate him. Hey, Dusty, what's up, Ben Davis? Good to see you tonight. Thank you for donating. Are Cenobites real? Be honest, they are not, but I sort of wish they were, because those dudes are freaky. Justin Ship, $5. Your Not Selling video needs to come back. Yes, it does, but the people that didn't want it up made sure that it's not up by false flag, and me, and YouTube does not care. So what am I going to do about it? I am helpless. Def, do the doc on your cousin's cold as long as you think it's safe. I think it's safe. But like I said, I'm worried that I might make them look bad and whatnot. Who knows? Maybe the notoriety will actually help their lives. It's possible. My Mormon coworker hit a deer and said she doesn't feel bad because in her religion, they come back as a new deer. As if animal extinction just doesn't happen. I didn't say anything. Why would they come back as a new deer? Sounds like bullshit to me. I likely can't afford it, but never hurts to ask. But how much would you charge me to make a 30-second music intro for a podcast? Love your style. I don't know. I would have to I did all this recent music I did on an iPad. I don't have an iPad anymore. My iPad broke. I had to buy another iPad to make it. So, oh no. I'll think about it, but thank you for the $5. Stanley Kubrick music can really anesthetize you into anything. Yep, that's why they play that hypnotic rhythmic music at church service to get you in the mood. You can set up a separate Patreon channel on YouTube. I already have 2 Patreon channels. Why would I want another one? But, thanks for the $10. Appreciate the advice. Kathy H49. What's up, Kathy? Good to see you tonight. I'm working on a new video on that Louisiana cop and teacher that did messed up stuff. The more I look into it, the worse it got. Like some of the stuff I found has me questioning my faith in humanity. You have faith still? There's your first mistake. You should do a dream on for the Elon intro. Elon! Nailed it. It's like he was right in the room with you, isn't it? 24th, we back, baby. Hell yeah. Love you, Dusty. You keep us saying, I do my best. Thank you, Ivy Evans. Hope you're feeling well. 2000 Retro Suzuki. $10. Thank you. 2000 Retro Suzuki. That is very specific. Kitty Party. It's always the Kitty Party on the Cult of Dusty. Norb's Adventure, $20 Canadian. I'll take your sexy, funny money, you Canuck, eh? So, did you get your package today? I did, in fact. What? Speak of the devil, and it shall appear. Angela sent me some stuff today. In my never-ending battle with the fleas, stuff as good as gold. Activate. Appreciate that. What else is in here? All kinds of bones for the dogs. The dog's cleaning up, y'all. My dog's getting so fat because my neighbor Melvin brings me food every day. They work at some kind of mental health clinic, and they get free lunches and whatnot. So he brings me one every day. And I can't eat it because I'm on keto. So the dog's been getting all my human food and getting fat. And more dogs. Plenty for the dogs. Awesome. You rock, Angela. I assume this is from Angela. Is this from you, Angela? Oh, yeah, it says, sorry, YouTube is screwing you over. I switched to $2.99, and I finally remembered I'll do $10 or so on Patreon. Sure, you don't want to keep giving them too much. Bones and Flea RX help this time from Angela Stovall. Amazing. Thank you, Angela, for your generosity. And for those of you who want to send stuff to the Animal Sanctuary, there is a link in the description of every video to my P.O. Box and also my Amazon wish list for them. So you can send me anything you want to. Anything. And all right, folks. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Switch on over to the Patreon show. Now, I'll see you guys there. And the rest of you, have a good weekend. I was going to say something rude, but I will not. Have a good weekend, and I love you. You cheap sons of fucks.